Guys, this is not the 1930s. This is 2023 going on 2024. And women have just as many rights in society as men. Some would even say they have even more. You see them in every sector, every industry, some CEOs, some female billionaires. And that trend is going to continue to increase the more you see women going into college and doing great things in the economy. And so what also is happening, because women are making so much money, you've guessed it, it's going to be hard for them to find men on their level. And we've seen situations like this in entertainment. Let's take, for example, Keke Palmer, who is very beautiful and who has been in the industry since she was a child. But she has a hard time finding a man on her level, so she ends up with Darius Jackson. What about Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj, yeah, she's one of the best female hip-hop artists of all time, but she finds herself with Kenneth Petty. But wait, there's more. I know what you guys are gonna say. Well, what about Cardi B? Nothing is wrong about Cardi B because she's with Offset. Offset is with the Migos, and he's worth $28 million. She's worth $80 million. Not so much difference, right? Wrong. Nope, that's exactly where you're wrong. Let's check out this clip from Austin Dunham and let's see why.
Don't date women who make more money than you. Every relationship has a dynamic: masculine, feminine, leader, follower. The one who makes the most money in a relationship usually has the most leverage within the relationship. So if you're making less money than your woman, chances are in her head, she runs the relationship. And when women run a relationship, that is the fastest way to get a divorce or to lead to a breakup. Either level up and make more money or date below your socio-economic level.
You see, guys, this is interesting to see because Austin Dunham says, as a man, you should never date a woman that makes more money than you. And some guys feel like that's discriminatory, that's hating. But I want you guys to understand what's going on with Cardi B and Offset. Seems like they might be splitting up again for good. And just recently, she was spotted out for the first time since unfollowing her husband and vowing to eliminate dead weight. Because she said this on her Instagram live on Tuesday. She said this: career-wise and financially and personal life, I know where I want to be at next year. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get rid of dead weight. And when it comes to dead weight, I'll say mentality, procrastination, laziness, and people. A lot of people are dead weight. Next year is gonna be all about me. Now, if you're a man that makes more money than your woman and you're providing, woman will never consider you to be dead weight, would she? But check this clip out of this attorney who says that men should never marry women that make more money than them.
My last videos have sparked some interesting discussion about different types of marriage dynamics and what works and what doesn't. And so one of the more common ones that was asked about was a situation where a woman earns more money than the man and what that situation looks like. So I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I think that marriages where women earn more than men or where men don't work. Number 1 is, as I mentioned in my last video, men need to feel valued. And I think that when women earn more than men, it has a tendency to emasculate men. I think that they are ingrained within the society to think, I have to earn, I have to provide, right? Men are hunters and gatherers and they're supposed to provide. And I think that it kind of upsets the natural balance for the woman to be carrying that weight, because sorry to say this, but a lot of women who work also carry a lot of weight in the home. So I think that adds to it. So even regardless of whether or not you have kids, I think a woman carrying more of the financial weight not only tends to emasculate the man, but also can cause more resentment to build in a woman that would build in a man in the reverse situation where the man is the higher income earner. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that the men in these situations that are married to high-powered women, a lot of times, in the ones that I've seen fail, the men tend to be very, for lack of a better word, not motivated. They tend to be, they might be educated, but they don't tend to work very hard. They don't really seem to have a passion for anything. They tend to be lazy, and they tend to kind of rely on the woman to run the household. I mean, she does the bills, she does the finances, she takes care of the kids if there are any. She kind of is the CEO of the household. They just don't seem to really contribute much. It's the opposite of a traditional stay-at-home mom dynamic where the mom is running the household and the husband is working every day and paying for the expenses. The woman in that situation tends to do it all. And so I just think that over time it just weighs on her and she's just like, I'm out of here. Or the man will cheat, as in my last video. And then finally, what's really interesting about these divorces is they tend to be the cheapest. Women who are the breadwinners, they're protecting their money. I mean, men do too, but not like the women do. And they tend to really push their husbands behind the scenes to settle. They tend to have to pay the entire bill and they don't want to pay that bill. So they keep the process really streamlined and quiet. So
now, I know what guys are going to say. Let's listen to this, guys. Cardi B and Offset look like they're splitting up. She's tired of him. But why? Is it cheating? I don't know. I mean, we've heard about that before. I'm not sure. But I can tell you this. She believes she's better than the guy. He's the problem in their relationship. And you can probably guess that, yeah, she wears the pants in a relationship. And so a guy like that, who is still rich on his own, hey, he's the low guy in the relationship. You think he can tell Cardi B, you know, what he needs for her to do to be feminine and all that? Nah, she's coming in this relationship like, look, I'm the one with the name. I'm Cardi B. You're just Offset. And if you want to be with somebody like Cardi B and you're not doing as well, you're going to get that energy. And a lot of guys got to understand, if you want your woman to really respect you, really submit to you, you need to be a guy that's really being a stand-up guy and really working hard on your wife and producing more than her. If you're not going to get no level of respect. Now, could be some other things going on. He could be doing some other things. And again, that's true. We don't know everything. But she considers him dead weight. And that's any woman who is doing better than you can look at you like that. There is no way, if you're a man that's earning a lot of money, more than your wife, you're out producing her, that she would look at you as dead weight. It just looks at, she just means that you're a person that's an obstacle. She said, next year, I want to be somewhere financially. I know where I want to be. I can't get there with him because I'm tired of taking care of this guy. I'm tired of taking care of this loser. He's a nobody to me. And a lot of guys need to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I make some videos about Keke Palmer and the Darius Jackson thing. I called the guy a bum. Y'all got mad at me. Well, don't be calling him a bum because he's a black man and she getting with him. You know what I mean? He's still a good person. Nah, man, I'm just going to be real. That's not what women are looking at. Women want a man who can take care of things, a man they can respect. And if you're not a man making more money than a woman in the United States, you're going to get, you're more than likely going to hear it. And if you don't want to hear it, don't put yourself in a situation. All right. Because they're going to always come back to that. You're dead weight. I'm more popping than you. I got this popping. You don't. That's what you're always going to hear, man. I don't understand why guys don't get it. As long as you are a man, listen to what I'm telling you, brothers. As long as you are a man, you're going to hear that. Plain and simple. Either you take care of business or you don't. And you can't be a millionaire guy like, oh, I got 10 million. She got 50 million. Look at what's going on with Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian. She bullies the guy. Couldn't do that with Drake, though. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. All right, what did you for all you do? Discover the bell. We're out.